Welcome back, everyone. Well, then, like I've mentioned before, the update is live. I already have alpha, so you are going to see more of that character pretty soon. But for now, we have a challenge to complete. So let's jump in and let's clear this challenge. Should give us pretty good and pretty decent rewards. I mean, after all, I really need to get all the memories and all the materials that I can get to max out my characters as soon as possible. So let's jump in. This is also kind of counting as a hidden stage, I think. So there is going to be a story behind this, of course. And well, let's jump in. And time to clear everything. So this is currently my main lineup. Well, it was my main lineup. I have replaced Dawn with Alpha now. So the two healers are still on the team, with the DPS being Alpha. Overall, still, even at this early stage, she's performing quite well. So I am not complaining at all. Now the next objective for the future updates will be most likely Phoenix. That character is also, I think, the next one online to be released. And of course Verity, she's going to be released in, I believe, 2 months. I actually kind of forgot the update schedule, how everything went on the original server. Alright, that was a lovely first stage. Now, for some reason, the game sometimes runs at 120 FPS, sometimes it runs at 90, sometimes it runs at 80, sometimes at 75. Kind of weird. Wish that they would just simply add the option to, besides having the high option only, that you also had specific frame rates to choose from, but that's fine. I'm not gonna complain about a highly optimized game here. It's still super smooth on this device. Alright, so let's proceed to catch that, whatever that was running, or in this case flying, not running. And I really should focus on the starter characters. They are actually pretty damn good, especially the B class Liv. She can be very good. The DPS output on that character is actually pretty amazing for a starter character. Need to get them fully leveled up as quickly as possible. Although they're still decently leveled, but that can be a lot higher than it already is, and I will work on that. Alright, let's keep on moving. Let's continue chasing. Let's continue to chase that. The evasion. Now, one thing that there is definitely a major improvement when I changed the devices. My reflexes, the overall game responsiveness, and the overall inputs have improved 3 or 4 times from the previous device. And you can definitely see that by the way I evade and move. I could have done that. I just could not have done these moves at this precision with the last device that I owned. Not quite sure how much the frame rate does help with that, but now the game it's an entire different experience from before. Okay, that was a quickly cleared stage right there. Okay, let's keep on moving. We still have the normal stages for this event, and of course after that there is the challenge. That is quite fun, and it's not quite difficult. It's fun, but the difficulty is kind of balanced, I believe. So we will see how the future updates will change that. Now I'll say something that I have noticed. Maybe it's just because I played this game for 2 years and everything became easy, but this whole event, these enemies, everything feels a lot easier than back when I played this on the original release on the main server. It feels, I don't know, kind of easier. Not quite sure if it's because now I know what I'm doing. Not quite sure if it's because I changed devices into a more powerful device, or if it's just experience from playing the game for two years. Could be all of that combined. And I'm especially surprised when I saw how Alpha is not dying in like 1 or 2 hits. Or maybe she does. I'm just never getting hit, I guess. So that's also something to think about. Okay, detect foreign objects ahead. Oh, that's a lot of objects. Let's just go with the first one. Okay. They jumped right on top of me. And all these enemies feel, I don't know, they feel definitely easier. Or it's just me being like an experienced player. I remember that those mechs did give me a lot of trouble back when this was freshly released on the main server 2 years ago. Okay, well, seems like we reached a quotation marks dead end, although it's the road still keeps on and goes on and goes on. Okay, the dialogue actually, now the whole story was pretty good, and I like it, especially the character story, which will be released one by one. Okay, let's take these out really quickly. Okay, that was quick. That was pretty nice. Another stage down. Time to proceed on to the next one. And you also get a decent premium currency reward for completing them, which is pretty nice. Always a good thing. Now I am saving up for future characters and for weapons, of course. Eventually I will get everything I need. We'll focus mostly on the... Well, actually, let me be honest. I'll just get all new characters that are on the way. I'll just do that, and that's it. Like, I thought about just focusing the characters that I need the most, that I use the most on the main server. But you know what? I'll just get everyone and just level up everyone, because why not? Can find some pretty decent team lineups that way. Okay, that was pretty nice. Running through these enemies with these characters without a problem so far. Right, switching back to... Now, interestingly enough, the character with the most combat power that I have currently is definitely Asliv for some reason. The same thing actually happened on the main server. Somehow she just had most combat power out of all my characters. Despite me focusing on every character, somehow she just always had more combat power than everyone else. So it might be because this character is just very useful in literally every situation imaginable. Can be DPS, can be a super healer, can be a super tank. A very, very useful and a very unique character. Okay, let me just quickly delete all these enemies in this stage, and after that it should be completed. That was a nice lined up combo right there. Nice. Okay. Let's jump on the next stage then. After I complete these, I'll jump straight to the challenge, which is also quite good. Okay, S5 is the next one, and then it should be this should be the last stage of the normal difficulties here. Oh, and yeah, this spider. I was very surprised when I saw this spider for the first time. That video is still up, so yeah, it's a nice little thing. Let me just... I made some couple mistakes. But it happens, all part of the game. Seven bars left, 5 bars left, 3 and 0. Nice. That was a pretty decent little boss battle. Okay. Well then, just like on the original server, that was the last enemy of this stage. Now it will be time to jump on the challenge, which is right there in the right corner. Okay, let's jump in this Arctic Night. It's called. Okay, fair enough. Begin mission, and oh, 1 second, almost forgot that I was running out of that, and let's jump in. Now the challenge should be a little bit more difficult. I mean, it is a challenge, the enemies are a little bit more difficult, more tankier and all these things combined, but overall should be pretty easy in the end, at least for me. And I also played the entirety of the, what was it called, Memory Rescue. Was pretty good as well. Kinda challenging near the end, but still I had fun playing it. Lots of fun playing it actually. Alright, first wave out. I'm going towards the next wave. They will be also cleared pretty quickly. Nice, okay. Well, that was a little bit far away. I wasted that one red orb. Or red signal. They're actually signals. Although you can call them orbs, I believe. And the last one on the field. There we go, nice. Actually, wait a moment, still fighting. I thought that I killed this one last. There we go. Now it's cleared. Alright. Okay, on to the next stage. Now one thing that still is not released into the game, the button mapper and the other things that let you map the layout of your UI. I prefer to hide the joystick on the left part of the screen. I prefer that to be completely hidden, and I prefer to have the orbs more transparent than they already are. It adds a lot more to the immersion to the game without seeing that thing rotate over there and all things that come with that. So I think in the next patch they will give us that option to do that. Because I also like to plug in my keyboard, and that the joystick over there is still kinda in the way. So if it's like totally hidden, if it's not there on the screen, then the game overall looks better, and the overall display and image quality is also kinda better, because you don't have that thing rotate all the time as you move. But so far I'll just try to not look at it. It helps a lot also with recording. While it's hidden, you can practically do whatever you like, and that's also pretty nice. The freedom of mapping the layout of the UI in this game is also a good selling point that I personally like. Okay, well, let me do this, do that, and let me do this. As you can see, they're taking way less damage than the previous enemies. That's to be expected. Nice, okay. Now we can proceed towards the next stage. Alright, that this is S3. And this is, by the way, one of the best events overall in the game. The next good event will be when Coup is released in a couple months. Now that story and that whole event and that whole update will be downright amazing. And it also includes the Eternal Engine update, which is still by far one of my favorites as well. Mostly because of the music. The music in that is just incredible. And this, the music here, the Narval, is actually also pretty damn good. It's, I think, players' most favorite soundtrack in this game. Which is, again, pretty understandable, because it is, again, pretty damn good. Okay, nice. Let's just quickly remove that one. Okay, there we go. Well, that was pretty nice. Let's keep on moving. Or running in this case. Not moving, but running. Okay, there is more spawning in, that's good. Let's use the ultimate. That was a very weird evasion. Have no clue how the hell I pulled that off, but okay. Okay, that's one that I have to interact with. Excellent. Well, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. Time to go to the next stage. C4. Interesting. Should have been S4, but whatever. Okay, let's... Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. A little bit more difficult because they are tanky. That's still not a big problem. I'll just remove them like, well, just like that. Okay, one left. My live became cursed for a moment. The headless live is back. This is still one of the funniest bugs that I have seen in this game. And the fun fact is, it doesn't affect gameplay. It just affects the character being like gone from the field. You just see her head and guns like floating around, like an early Halloween, I guess. And it's more funny than horrifying, but okay. Okay, nice. Let's... Oh, there is more of them. All right. Should be the last wave, I believe. Nice. All right. That was pretty good. Okay, let's proceed towards the next stage. C5. Okay, this should be the last one. The last one for this. The last one for this challenge. And for the Arctic region event. Okay, so this is the final boss. Let's quickly remove that boss from existence. Let's see if I will manage without getting hit a single time. Now with Alpha, I pretty much mastered the evasion on the main server a long time ago, so evading with Alpha is not a big problem. after all, she is supposed to not get hit because she can die in like couple hits. Although I can't verify that for the global version because I haven't gotten hit yet. So yeah, we'll have to test that out and see how it goes. Okay, let's couple more hits. There we go. That was pretty nice. Okay, that was pretty good. Well, yeah, this should be the last stage of this challenge. Time to get my well-deserved rewards. Let's go back one button. Okay, I can buy a couple of these memories now, which I will. Let's go to the missions. Excellent. Now I can take the reward. Well then, that was it for the Arctic Night. It was actually pretty good. There is still a lot more to play, so stay tuned for that. And with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.